on the head will last a year, but a crown worn on the heart will last a lifetime. 2 years ago, I embarked on my journey as Mrs. Philippines Tourism Ambassador. The night I was crowned, I maybe slept for 2 hours because I was so excited to get up, get ready, and put my crown on again. I am very grateful that my mentors, who always encouraged me to see my crown and sash not as a prize, but as an opportunity. An opportunity to represent Mrs. Philippines International, an opportunity to serve and to grow into the best version of myself. Thank you to my Mrs. Philippines and Cebu family, friends, and MPI for pushing and allowing me to lean into that person. Once again, our Mrs. Philippines Tourism Ambassador 2019, Miss Melanie Trani. Our Mrs. Philippines Face of Beauty International 2019, Miss Riza Dormiendo. Good evening, beautiful people in Okada. Ever since I was a little girl back in summer, it's been my dream to have a crown around my head. And because of Mrs. Philippines International, my dreams came true. And it's never too late to become a beauty queen, even at the age of 56. If you have determination, passion, and resilience, you will make this happen. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Queen and King of Mrs. Philippines International, Miss Maan and Aris. Thank you for believing in me and giving me an opportunity to fulfill my dreams, my advocacy to be heard. We love you. It's a huge honor to be part of this organization. It's really a life-changing thing, and it will be forever in my heart. And to my Queen sisters, thank you for your precious time. It's been a wonderful year. To my successor, just enjoy the moment and stay humble. To my family and friends, thank you for the support and being with me for the entire journey. I am Riza Dormiendo, your Mrs. International Face of Beauty 2019. It's Louis Lee Teluda. My journey as a Mrs. Philippines Continental was filled with challenges, opportunities, tears, and smile. Every moment was unforgettable and challenging, especially when I was walking on the same stage and my mom back home was fighting for her life because of cancer. But it did not stop me in winning the crown. I am grateful to my Mrs. Cebu family, MPI family, Miss Maan Aris Cueto, my family, my friends, my co-beauty queens who became my sisters, handlers, designers, and supporters, and all the people I have met along the way. Thank you for the opportunity. And to my 3 angels, Kelly, MJ, and Kalel, my inspiration. I enjoyed the experience despite of the pressure that I went through. I will cherish this memory in my heart forever. This journey has been a stepping stone for bigger things to come. May it give an inspiration to those who dream, fight in spite of many challenges, and believe in what is possible. To my successor, always believe in yourself and let your color shine. This is Louis Lee Teluda, your Mrs. Philippines Continental 2019. Mrs. Philippines Tourism and Culture Universe 2019. Miss Riz Abreu. 2 years had passed since our coronation night. Unsung dreams were finally achieved. It was an amazing opportunity to have been crowned as Mrs. Philippines Tourism and Culture Universe 2019. Who would have thought that a mom or a missus can still be a beauty queen? It's been a childhood dream to be a beauty queen, yet God has shown me a more purposeful path when I became a mother and raised a family instead. True enough, there are perfect delays because in front of you now is a woman, homemaker, a professional, and most of all, a beauty queen. My reign as Mrs. Philippines Tourism and Culture Universe has made me even love myself and appreciate the challenges bounded by it. The hustles of pandemic convinced me to strive for more, and my focus is to empower not just women, but communities. It was not long enough to serve because the title I have as a queen transcends to my whole being to help as much as I can and do things the best way possible. Today, as I continue my journey into a huge responsibility of representing our country internationally, I am deeply touched to thank all of you for your support. My MPI family, Ms. Maan, Sir Aris, for being there with me since Mrs. Batangas. To my team, headed by Keith Marshall, the whole province of Batangas, my family, supporters, and friends, and most especially to my husband Marco and daughter Arkisha. I've made this far because of you. May we pursue to beacon of beautiful hope to those who are in darkness of despair and feeling uncertainties. Your queen now bids farewell, but keeps head high as an international crown is long waiting. I am Rizali Joy Abreu, your Mrs. Philippines Tourism and Culture Universe 2019. Maraming salamat, mahal ko kayo. Mrs. Philippines National Universe, Miss Marie Abigail Avalos Bayuga. A pleasant evening to all of you. This experience was indeed a life-changing one. Who would have thought that I can still be a beauty queen with my age and status? There is no age limit in pursuing your dream. But dreams won't do come true if you won't do anything about it. I would also like to thank Ms. Maan, Sir Aris, and Sir Ferds for believing in me. Of course, I won't be here today without the help of my fabulous team. Thank you, Mother Gandara Anore, for your non-stop support to dress me. To my babe, Abby Delute, for not just being my hair and makeup artist, but for uplifting me and giving me courage that I can do this. To my husband, Gold Bayuga, for your non-stop support and for letting me continue what I've missed before. To my son, for being my #1 fan, and for my family, for letting me decide on my own. And last, but definitely not the least, thank you, God. You really are amazing, and I always believe in the saying, in God's perfect time. I will not promise anything, but I will definitely give my all, be myself, and just enjoy the moment. I am humbly asking for your prayers and support as I vie for the crown of Mrs. National Universe in Thailand next year. Once again, I am your Mrs. Philippines National Universe, Miss Abigail Bayuga. Elite Mrs. Philippines International 2019, Miss Michelle Vitug Encarnacion. What is Mrs. Philippines International? This is the exact question of the judges to put me to the next level in the preliminary pageant 2 years ago. A bit nervous, but with all confidence, I answered. Mrs. Philippines is an inspiration to reach my goals, make way to my dream of becoming a beauty queen, and a platform to keep me involved with my advocacy. These words stays in my heart and in my thoughts until this time. It was an amazing journey for me as the Mrs. Elite Philippines International 2019 to 2021. And I am forever grateful that once I was inspired and trusted by the Queens of MPI and the whole organization. I truly felt the love and support of everyone, and I am thankful. Now that I will relinquish my title and that crown I cherish to the new deserving queen of the pageant, being the Mrs. Elite Philippines International will forever be in my heart. I pray that God will always bless me with the strength and attributes to keep me inspiring others as I continue to perform my duties and responsibilities to the culture of Mrs. Philippines International. Mrs. Philippines International Crown for Compassion will remain as it keeps people inspired. I am Michelle Vitug Encarnacion, your Mrs. Elite Philippines International 2019. Mrs. Philippines Planet 2019, Miss Cheryl Pelayo Dacua. There is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. This guiding principle was what pushed me to join Mrs. Philippines International 2019. I believe that everyone is the main character in their own story, and it is our responsibility to create our own dreams and values in life. Joining Mrs. Philippines International was a confirmation for me not to put a limit on myself and be the hero of my story. By being my own author, I take control of my thoughts, channel positivity, and use the same to empower others to do the same. Most importantly, because of the Mrs. Philippines International pageant, I was able to meet beautiful twin sisters who became my soul sisters. The crown of compassion is a great responsibility that requires sensitivity, selflessness, and purity of intentions. I would like to thank Mrs. Philippines International National Director Aris Cueto and Aris Concepcion, our Regional Director G. Candelasa Aribal, my family, my cousin Yola, Jason, and my children Ethan, Yana, and Liam. And most of all, to God Almighty for His faithfulness and for His mercy. As I walk this stage and bid our 2-year reign a farewell, I wish my successor the best of luck. May you stay true to your core and wear this crown with grace and authenticity. Lastly, I dedicate this to my home, Cebu Province. I know we are being tested right now because of the Typhoon Odette, but I know that with the strength and resilience of Cebuanos, nothing is impossible. Bangon, Cebu. This is Cheryl Pelayo Dacua, your Mrs. Philippines Planet 2019. Danghang salamat. Maraming salamat po. Next is our Mrs. Philippines International 2019, Miss Mary Grace Rabi Avanzado.
It is my belief that every woman is a queen. Her wisdom, her strength, her resilience, her compassion. Everything that she is can work wonders. Well, it has been 2 years of unforeseeable events that had happened in our country and even in the world. From the eruption of Mount Taal to the typhoon Ulysses, we have witnessed the adversity of our fellow Filipino. And just as when we thought we were resuscitating, the unpredictably destructive coronavirus happened, which shook the entirety of the world. That tested my strength as a newly crowned queen. And so, without hesitation, but with careful delegation, we went out. We risked ourselves. We helped and assist in whatever way possible. We helped and pivot in what was left of our own sanity. And now as I recollect, besting 25 other candidates in the competition was really tough. It's not for the faint of heart. They were all stunning and beautiful. And I have a message for them. To my fellow queens, reigning with you is an honor. To the organizers and the staff, with your diligence and best intention for us, my heart is forever grateful. To my supporters and friends, especially in the media, it warms my heart to know how you have stayed with me every step of my journey. And to my family, who are the source of my strength, the love of my life, thank you, and I love you. Thank you for everything. To my glam team, who's always taking care of me and tending to every need that I have, thank you. My heart is warm. To the candidates of Mrs. Philippines International 2021, I have a message for you, ladies. Do not be scared to fail, because failure is a precursor to success. Do not forget that. To my successor, I hope and pray that you will uphold the integrity and the legacy of this organization. Reign with humility and dignity. And to all the women who aspire to be empowered, go, transcend. Do not be scared. It's okay. At least you try. Be empowered. This may be my final walk, but please know that I will be forever the Mrs. Philippines International 2019. And I will be of service. Once again, my name is Mary Grace Del Mundo Rabi, now signing off.
once again our reigning Mrs. Philippines International Queens.